Hey you guys, my name is Jemson from www.tarotfreehealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. Now, I'm going to be getting into your reading. This is for Pisces in the month of March. This is your astrological reading. And this reading is going to be different to last month. Last month it was, we were in the month of love because it was Valentine's and everything. So I started off with your love cards, but this time around I'm going to be starting off with your finances, and then I'm going to be moving on to your love cards, whether you are single or in a relationship, and then I'm going to be doing your spiritual cards, and I'm also going to be picking a healing angel card by Tony Carmen Solano. So your first cards are the Four of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Now what these cards are telling me together is that the Four of Pentacles is showing that you may have had some money worries. You may have been really concerned about money, saving money, trying not to be too loose with your spending and stuff, and be responsible, which is good. But then I feel like this might have been caused maybe because of a work situation ending, or maybe uncertainty about a work situation or a monetary situation. And so the Ace of Pentacles is kind of showing that things will get better, so don't worry too much about it. I feel like what will happen is that for some of you guys, if a work situation has come to an end, you might hear that your contract is extended, or another line of work opens up for you, something like that. So it's saying it is good to be responsible with your money and everything, but I feel like it will be okay. Like it's not like your money is going to dry up or anything like that. Like there is going to be something that comes through that means that you're still going to have some money coming in, so that's okay. Now your relationships, for those of you that are in relationships, you have the Seven of Cups with the Eight of Swords. Now to me, these cards, they are a bit difficult, only because the Seven of Cups, I feel like it does kind of represent your element. It represents your kind of energy, and because the same way the cups are kind of floating up in the air is kind of the way you can be, Pisces, because you're ruled by Neptune, and so Pisces, you can be very dreamy, and you can kind of be out there with the fairies if you choose to be. And so what this card is kind of representing is that the Seven of Cups can represent kind of illusions, and it can also represent like feeling like you have all these different options that you might not really have. Like it's almost like all of these things can be imaginary. And so, and with the Eight of Swords, again, the Eight of Swords can also represent all different options as well, and not knowing how to move forward. But to me, how these cards relate to a couple is that it could be showing that you might be in a relationship with somebody, but you don't really know where you stand with this person. It could mean that with the Seven of Cups, it actually can represent maybe feeling like you have other romantic options. It can represent that too. But when I look at the Eight of Swords, it's kind of showing like a sense of feeling stuck, or to me, it's almost like feeling like um you're in the dark about something. You don't have all the information about something, and for some reason maybe you're not wanting to communicate that with your partner. Maybe your relationship kind of seems unclear, and maybe your imagination is running wild, maybe because things are unclear, because you don't have the answers that you need. Or maybe it could be a case of you are asking your partner what is wrong, and maybe you're feeling like you're not really getting an honest answer from them, and that might be causing you some worry, and that might be making you feel like, oh my gosh, like what else can I do to help this situation? Because if you look at this person here, they look like they're helpless basically. So it's almost saying that you might be feeling like you're kind of helpless in this situation. But in actuality, I think what really needs to happen here is there needs to be just a clear and open dialogue between you and your partner to kind of get you guys on the same page, so that at least you kind of know where you stand with this person. Because I feel like because of the fact that things are not clear, you're kind of maybe making up scenarios that might not actually be the case. um so again, it's about really having sort of the clear communication and being able to talk things out and then have a better understanding of what is really going on in this relationship. And for those of you that are single, it's the Six of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. So to me, it's almost like for those of you that are single, things can actually be improving for you. Like the Six of Swords kind of shows going through a difficult situation, which maybe could be, being single, but maybe not being that pleased with being single. And the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords is kind of showing that you're moving into a position that is going to be better for you. Things are going to be sort of less stressful and less worry. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying that something may come to you in a really sudden way. So you might meet somebody in a very sudden way, in a very unexpected way. And it might seem almost fate or destined that you and this person met one another, because the Wheel of Fortune literally is something that can happen just completely out of the clear blue sky. But when it happens, it's usually quite a good experience, because the Wheel of Fortune is represented by Jupiter. Usually Jupiter provides us with opportunities that are pleasant, that things that we actually enjoy or want. And so I feel like the Wheel of Fortune could be representing that. Maybe you're going to be meeting somebody new, um and maybe you're going to feel like when you meet this person that you're very fortunate to have this person or meet this person in the way you have, in the way that you did. So, and this person might also be somebody that has something to offer you, um that might be beneficial to you as well. So yes, it's really good, those cards. And then we can move on to your spiritual cards, which is the Ace of Cups. You got the Ace of Cups again. You had it last month as well with the Strength card, but the last time you had the Ace of Cups with the Hierophant. And because I remember, because that combination was really interesting, because I said last month that you had very spiritual cards, and it seems that this month, like, the cards are quite different than last month, but still you got the Ace of Pentacles, which is about you. So it's almost like the theme from last month is still continuing this month. It's about you really being your own guide, your own spiritual teacher. You know, being able to grow spiritually within yourself. And in this case, you have the Strength card, which is also a really good card in terms of your spirituality, because it's showing that you have the strength to be your own person and to really, walk by the beat of your own drum. And you're not afraid, maybe by things that you were in the past, maybe because you have been doing the work on yourself to really be more self-confident and self-assured. And the Ace of Cups is almost like a new sense of love. So even for you Pisces, it could mean that maybe you're even more in love with yourself. Um, Maybe you're just exhibiting a greater sense of self-love or self-awareness. And to me, the Strength card is about an understanding of of not only of self, but even of others in relation to yourself. Because as you can see here, it's a woman with the lion, and she has the leash around the lion's neck. And the lion could be said to be like her pet, but to me, I always look at this card like the lion is her companion, like the lion is her equal, because she views the lion with a high value, just as she views herself. And so it's like, to me, that's what you're kind of embodying this month. It's about you, it's about your own development, your own self, and your own strength and your own courage, in order for you to really develop yourself and do the work on yourself. And so yeah, I really like those cards for you, Pisces. And your little angel card that showed up for you is achievement, and it says, take a little time to reflect on what you have achieved to date. It is often easy to forget where you started from and how far you've come. Honor and be grateful for this extraordinary journey that is your life. And I think that message connects really well with those spiritual cards that showed up for you, because I feel like you have made progress in terms of your own spiritual development and self-awareness. And that's a beautiful thing. So I'll see you guys. Bye.